I mean,
Right, and right now, Tom Ross is up a game against Scott Barrentine, and Tom's playing Zoo, and Barrentine's playing Fish, which is a bad matchup for Fish. So we might not be able to get the Tom Ross match under the camera, but if it does go to Game 3, we're going to move them over.
yep. So I know talking to Tom yesterday, he said he was testing some Zoo and he was pretty happy with it. And this is his first Legacy Star City Games event. He didn't play in the last one, the last Legacy one at least.
Mm-hmm. He was talking about Tom was brewing up a deck.
Yeah.
Was that L.A. or was that St. Louis?
At maybe it was.
That was St. Louis.
Yeah, it was St. Louis
because you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
it was St. Louis.
So Tom just decided not going to play.
Yeah.
I didn't at the time. I didn't ask him why aren't you playing.
Yeah, but we found out it was because he didn't test the format at all. He doesn't want to go into a tournament blind and feel like he was just not giving himself the biggest chance of winning.
I'd spend $25-$30 to test a format. That's the way I test. Are we moving them over? They're going to Game 3. All right, so we are going to get a Game 3 between Tom Ross playing Zoo and Scott Barrentine. Is it Barrentine or Barrentine?
Oh, we don't have the name.
Well,
see this right there?
Barrentine.
Barrentine.
Barrentine. Well, he's playing Fish. So we're going to jump over to the match in just a second as soon as we get everyone going. It looks like Tom Ross is on the left.
Ross on the left over there, and
Scott's on the right.
Mr. Barrentine. Scott.
Reminds me of the Berenstain Bears. Love that show.
Scott Barrett, and now this is 1-1 here.
Try not to curse.
Starting off well, they said we're gonna try not to curse. Thank you.
we need like that delay, the sound delay, so like you use in like a radio broadcast, so that when you hear someone curse, you're like, oh, I gotta blank it out really fast.
So
don't forget you could turn this overlay off, and like once they start playing, you can click record.
Yeah.
Over there.
All right. So we're just waiting for them to shuffle up and start. Our trusty judge are already there. For those of you wondering, I saw some people wondering, we do have, at all our feature matches, we do always have a judge at the table.
Got a couple people interested.
Well, I mean, the judge isn't actually actively judging. He's more just responsible for
getting us the live total changes.
So come on up to the main event stage.
That
We'll get
now.
signed up.
So we got the players shuffling up here. Again, Tom is playing Zoo, and Scott is playing Fish.
Just have to remember how it went.
Not a good matchup for Fish.
Definitely not.
Although it's still winnable. I don't know if this Fish list has cryptic commands, or if it has the Kira, the glass spinner tech from the sideboard.
Yeah.
I think another good sideboard card, if the Fish deck splashes white, which I don't think they actually do, but there's a couple of cards that give all creatures protection from red.
Do they play Threads, the Fish decks? Do they play Threads at all, or Sour Temptation?
Probably not Soar. Threads could be a viable sideboard card, but there's also there's a blue enchantment that can gain control of a red or green creature. It has an upkeep of a colorless, a cumulative upkeep. Can't remember what the name of it is, but it's from maybe Ice Age or around that time. That
Ice Age. That's a good bet for
I think it's Mind Harness. Mind Harness is the card. Thank you, First Shot.
Our viewers always know everything.
So I know somebody will know it. If I can't remember it, somebody out there will remember it.
You can say that one red casting cost card that does. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's all the explanation we need. So Tom won game 1. It's got one game 2, so maybe Tom lost to some interesting sideboard choices by Scott. We'll find out soon.
I hope his name is Scott. Pretty sure it's Scott. We do have the whole thing.
That's from yesterday.
Oh, he might have played yesterday.
Holy shot, man.
Yeah, it is.
You can beat me on so few lands.
All right.
And literally, my
I
only
think
shot is
now
to
we could. Well, we could wait and see if they play a land. Once they play a land, and you click record. That's the way I do it.
Sounds good.
And then you could do like the intro to the match, even though they're doing stuff. And then like you do the intro to the match, name playing, and then I will catch them up on what they've played.
Just defeat a human, right?
So,
So you
Fish
click-
does keep his deck. Keeps his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Scott with the fish.
Yeah, Tom's going to 4. I mean, 6, not to 4. Going to 6. It's like a reasonable hand. All right, I think we're gonna start with this.
All right, and Tom will keep his hand too. Wild Decado, Lightning Helix, and
They said
oh,
they're keeping.
no, he's still thinking, I guess.
I think Nakado Lightning Helix is a keeper.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Star City Games 5K Legacy event in Dallas, Fort Worth. We're bringing you match number 2 of round 1. Tom the Boss Ross against Scott Barrentine playing Fish, and Tom over there with Zoo.
Right.
We're bringing you game 3.
And it looks like the first land that Tom played was met with a wasteland, but the wonderful follow-up of Plateau, which is going to make Nakado a 3/3. Still got in there for 3, but now we're looking at 2 1/1s.
2 1/1.
2 1/1s for 1. That's not exactly what the
Yeah.
Zoo deck wants. That's not the plan.
That's not the plan for the Zoo deck. But I know that Tom has at least a fetch land in his hand. I saw him contemplating it as his first turn play.
Right.
So he could turn everyone on again.
Oh yeah, but he drew a Plateau, so he could. So he can't turn everyone all the way on. But that's a decent play.
So he bashes in there for
4 more.
4. Let me get the life totals updated there. Scott drops to 13.
Yep.
Fish deck finally plays an island, but playing those 2 wastelands, Scott's pretty far behind because
Yep. When you play the Wastelands, you're really hoping that your opponent doesn't have a follow up with more lands.
right, but a lot of the Zoo creatures are just 1 casting cost creatures, so he's able to play a land and put a creature into play before Scott gets a chance to wasteland it. Saw Stifle hitting the Windswept Heat activation, so
Keeping Kurt Ape small.
yeah, continuing with the mana denial plan, but Wild Nakado's still a 3/3. And Tom's at 19 from
Tom,
a
yeah, Tom.
sack land.
And in turn, Lord of Atlantis gets lightning bolted.
Lightning bolt.
And
Lightning
another
bolt.
fetch land drawn by Tom.
Lightning bolt.
Tom's gonna take another one off his fetch
Now
land.
I'm pretty sure I see. Oh, I thought I saw a
I believe it was a
submerge.
submerge, unless it was the Lord of Atlantis.
I mean, this
I
is
was
this is the
looking
perfect opportunity for submerging. Oh no, the submerge isn't free because your opponent needs to control a forest.
at.
Correct.
His forest now.
Well, now he has a
Yeah.
forest, but one of the plays that I like to do
Yeah.
is to submerge in response to a sack land activation.
Oh yeah.
Because then you shuffle
you
away
like
the
really
creature.
kill the creature.
Right.
Then Scott took 2 off that exchange.
Yeah, Scott drew another submerge.
And Jite, which is really good against Zoo.
But there was an Ancient Grudge from Tom's Open.
Ancient Greg gets rid of Jite.
This isn't looking very good for Scott. Tom has a Lightning Helix in hand, which is going to finish the job.
Spell Snare is drawn by Scott.
Tom's putting on a clinic of what you can do with just a couple of 1-drops.
Yeah. The job wasn't particularly exciting, but against Merfolk, it gets there. Good enough.
I don't know that the double Wasteland hand is a keeper if you're the Merfolk player. I don't think it's enough to just hope that there aren't that many 1-drops
Yeah.
in Tom's hand.
Standstill. Huh.
I don't.
Don't know.
Yeah,